I think I have some problems with, oh no, that's okay. It works. Yes, thanks God. Okay, hello Chris.
Hello, Louise.
Can't hear you well. I don't know if it's just me or everybody.
Now you can hear me better? No.
Okay, it's better, much better.
Okay.
So,
Good evening.
good evening. Okay, guys, so we are already live on YouTube, so I'm going to talk about the platform. So, good evening, everyone. Again, I'm Luizzy. I'm here with Chris, Mateus, Pedro, Iago, and Erika for our English immersion here on Talk and Talk. And today we are going to talk about the feeling of safety. I'm going to share the questions here with you in 1 minute. But here on Talk and Talk, we are a platform, a conversation platform where we can practice different languages. But of course, as everybody here knows, we are not a classroom, so I'm not a teacher, just another student. And we are going to practice vocabulary, conversation in English. That's it. So, okay, let's start the introductions. Pedro, can you start introducing yourself?
Of course. Good afternoon, guys. My name is Pedro. I am 25 years old. I live in Belo Horizonte, in a little city near from Belo Horizonte, actually, the Caos Juatuba. I work with a bakery and also host here in TalkNtalk. And I like this platform because it's a kind of place like to practice my English and share my ideas and learn more with another perspectives. That is.
Nice. And do you want to share your schedule here as a host?
Tomorrow, 7 p.m.
Great. Okay, thanks. Iago, please.
Hello everyone, good evening. My name is Iago. I am 29. I live in Apoiarais, a small town in Ceará. I live here with my husband and 7 cats. That's one here. His name is Sebastian. I work as an instructional designer and I love to read in my free time, like embroidering too, a little bit of aquarela, and that's it.
Nice. Okay, Erika, go ahead, please.
Good evening, guys. I'm Erika. I live in Belo Horizonte, Minas Gerais. I work in a public service as a nutritionist. In my spare time, I enjoy a lot to swim. I really enjoy to swim in the middle of the day. For me, so reflecting and relaxing when I can do this. And I enjoy as well reading, cooking, and hang out with my friends. About Talk and Talk, I have been studying here for 6 months now. And like everyone, my goal is to improve my English skill, mainly my listening and speaking. That's all.
Nice. So we have two Mineiros here in this conversation. I love to swim too. It's nice. Okay, thanks, Erika. Chris, please.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. I'm Chris. I'm living in Manaus, Amazonas. I'm a software developer. My free time, I like to read books, watch movie series, go out with my husband, and participate in some technology events. I think that's it.
Nice. Thanks, Chris. Mateus, please.
Good evening, everybody. So I'm Mateus. I am 28 years old. I live in Rio de Janeiro with my wife and my daughter. And I've working as a front-end developer. So I'm here to improve my English. I'm in talking just for 2 weeks. And yeah, I think that's it.
Nice. Thanks, Mateus. Welcome aboard. Guys, I'm Luizzy. I'm 28. I live in São Paulo with my girlfriend. I study technology and I work with strategic marketing. And I love to swim like Erika and to run. But I don't know, it's so cold here in São Paulo. I'm very lazy Like I need to go for a run today, and I am avoiding this, but that's okay. Do you guys, since we are in 6 people, do you guys prefer to split the rooms or to stay here in the main room? I think it's better for everyone if we split, right? So we have more time to talk. Everyone agree? Okay. A minute. Okay, so I'm going to open the other room, and if you guys need me, I'm here in the main room, and that's it. I did it. I think I did it. 1, 4, 3. Okay, it's always a struggle for me. Always. I'm always kind of nervous with this. Okay, guys. So the topic today is the feeling of safety. So let's go to the number 1. What does feeling safe truly mean to you, and how do you recognize that feeling? I know it's an open question. It's very random, but what do you think, Iago?
I think that I don't know how to answer this, I guess. I think that I would say that feeling safe might be connected with being comfortable in some place, I guess, or to be around people that you trust. I think that is more related to be around people that you trust. Um, because I don't know, maybe you are in a place that is not as safe. You are in a bar that is nowhere, but you are with your friends and you feel safe with them, even though the place is not that good. I don't know. I think that example is not that good, but that's the only thing that I can think right now. But yeah, I think that I will stick to the feeling safe is more related to the people that you are around with.
Okay, I think I agree with this. And you, Mateus, do you agree?
Yeah, I agree with Iago. But when I was thinking about this question, I think it's more about financial matters. I don't know why. Because I live in Rio, so we don't have security here. Place security. But about financial matter is, for example, get a good job, has a good salary, for example, that you can go out to eat with your family on the weekends or travel the year, for example. And I think it's more that about the place, things of that. Yeah, depend the place that you are, and think more about financial matter. Is that what I think so?
I totally agree with you. I didn't think about this perspective before, but yes, I think you're right. And I think I agree with you both. Like, I guess the feeling of safety can be material, financial, physical, and it depends on the environment, of course. Like, feeling comfortable, as Iago said, this is very important for me because I'm always uncomfortable. Like there's always something in me. Like I don't know, it could be the feeling of being shy or an introvert sometimes, and the struggle to socialize with people, and it can be financial insecurity too. Like I lived financial insecurity a lot in my life, like for long, many years, living paycheck by paycheck, always worry about this, always thinking about this money problems before I go to bed. So this is something that I lived. This is a reality for me. And the feeling of safety, the feeling of being safe, it's related to that. I agree with you, Mateus. And I don't know, feeling safe with my body. Maybe I live in a dangerous place here in São Paulo, which is Santa Cecilia. It's very beautiful. There's there's people which is very rich here, like lots of rich people, but it's still dangerous. Of course, this is a reality that we can't avoid, and this is, I think that this feeling is related to these circumstances too. But it's very, there's different point of views, right? Okay, so let's go to the number 2. Can you read it for us, Iago, please? The second one.
Can you think of a place, person, or moment in your life where you felt completely secure? Mm, I think that a place I will always say my house. I think that my house is the my favorite place to be, you know. I love being at home, love um, organize my house to myself and my family. Um, and a person, I would say my husband and my friends. It's always good to be with people that you love, you know. But in more general terms, I will also say my city. My city is really small. I really like living in small towns because I really don't like the feeling of being secure in big cities, you know, because I don't know, every time that I go to Fortaleza, for example, I feel a little bit apprehensive when I am, I don't know, between places, you know. Even though I am on a car or walking, just I don't know, just past the street, I don't feel that safe. Um, but yeah, I think that my city is really chill. It's not that we don't have a lot of cases of violence here, so it's really safe to live here, and I like it.
That's the dream, like living in a small city with your friends and family and 7 cats. And you, Matheus?
Yeah, um, the place that I think is the same of Iago, at my house. But for example, I think it was when I stayed at home with my family on a storm day, for example, because today for me is not just um for me feeling secure. Uh, I need to know that my family are secure too, not just me. So because that when all are secure, uh, I will stay too, for example.
Yes, yes, that's an important feeling to understand. I think I have my girlfriend as a safe place. You know, when you have that person, of course, it's my girlfriend, like the person that I'm most intimate with, but there is that feeling of a safe place, just like family, just like our parents. And I recognize this on last carnival when I was like on carnival mood, you know, feeling like a little overwhelmed and drunk a little, and I was so anxious, so desperate because of the crowd place and the loud music, and I just look at her and it was like, okay, that's my safe place. I'm okay. Anything can happen to me, but I'm with her, and that's it. That's important. And my friends too. I have this feeling for them. You know, when you walk giving hands in carnival, so you don't lost your themselves. So this is a common feeling, and the feeling of knowing that our family is okay. I think that I feel this too. Like I have a little brother. I'm always worried about them. I don't about him. I don't know why. Maybe because he's little, but he's very. I don't know. That's okay. He lives in a good house. I don't know. He goes to school and then he come back home and that's it. but I'm always worried about it, and I'm very happy when, I don't know, someone called me just to tell me they're okay. So this is a good feeling to have. And of course, my house. I just moved it in like a month ago, and it took some time to me to feel at home, in a new house. So this is a strange feeling. I don't know. This is bittersweet a little because you used to live in a place for years, then you change it, and it's good, and you're happy. But I don't know. The feeling is strange sometimes. It's difficult to identify this too. Okay, let's go to the next one. Matheus, can you read it for us? The number 3, please.
Yes. How does emotional security influence the way you express yourself in relationships? So for me, being emotionally well makes me more open to express myself, for example. Because usually when I'm not emotionally well, how can I say that? I'm very reserved and quiet in my place. And when I am well, I'm always talking about different things with different people. So I think it's something crucial for our life to be with a good emotional. In my case is that when I'm not good emotional, I I'm very reserved, for example.
And do you think that the people who lives with you can understand when you are more, I don't know, in your own place, when you are not feeling
Yeah, today I see that they understand when it's happened. But it's something that I try to improve uh, every day. If it's not something for today, but for example, if happen in the future, I think I will be how can I say that? I will be more well than in the past, for example, because yeah, it's something that we will learn with the life.
Yes, I agree. That's the importance of self-awareness and that self-talk, that only
Yeah.
give ourselves. Nice. And you, Iago, what do you think about the third question?
I think the emotional security has a lot of uh, importance in relationships because I don't know, maybe you you have someone, some family member, but you don't feel too comfortable to share or to talk, or the feeling that your feelings will be understand. Uh, so I think that it can be difficult sometimes because not everyone can understand the way that we think, the way that we are, how we act. So I think that having this emotional security with someone, if it's your partner or your friends, it's important to feel more. Um, I don't know how to say acolhido in English. I don't think that it's welcomed. I don't think so. But I think that it's important to feel safe, I guess. Yes, to feel safe that your feelings will be understood. And even though not necessarily related to being understood, but to feel seen and to feel that the other person is really listening to you, even though they are not understanding. They don't understand how you feel in the moment. But I think that it's important to have this kind of relationship that you can say anything and that's okay, you know.
Yes, yes, that's crucial for me, like to be open with a person, with a close friend, or I don't know, yes, anyone. And I don't know. I think that sometimes I can sound like an extrovert because it's very easy for me to socialize when I'm feeling confident. I don't know. But to be open with a person or a new friend or a colleague at work, it's a whole new level for me. So there's this one person at work that I'm very close with. That's my friend, and we work together. And I don't know, I was thinking about our friendship because it's not just work related. So I was just thinking about her. And I think that I identify with her and I feel safe with her because we are very similar and we share the same life experiences. I think this helps, you know, not because we are just, you know, friends with who we identify with, but I think that's very important when you can be vulnerable, not by just saying that you're vulnerable, but being vulnerable, like with this person. And being a gay person, I think that's very difficult for me. Not difficult, but it's not that easy like it used to be when I didn't, I don't know, say about, used to talk about it. So at work, especially, and this friend happens to be gay too, so that helps. This is important for me. It's an important factor. Like we just bonded without even notice because we just look at each other and okay, I see you, so come here, we are best friends now. And this is something that I don't know, it's like magic for me because I need to feel safe. I need to understand that I can be myself and say whatever I want with this person and not being judged by, I don't know, who I am. So I think that emotional security plays like this sometimes. But let's go to the next one. What's something you do regularly just to feel more grounded or protected, even if no one sees it? Guys, I run. I know that this is, I don't know, random, but I just exercise because I feel grounded. I don't know, I'm very neurodivergent, so I need the activity, physical activity to feel grounded and to feel present, you know, like active listening, active working. So this helps a lot. I just understood this at therapy like last week because I wasn't working out and I felt the difference. But to feel protected, I don't know, I don't have like a strategy. I don't have I don't know, I don't have an answer for this. And you, Iago?
I mm, I think that to feel more grounded, I will also say that exercise helps me. But I think that nowadays meditation helps more, I guess, because I think that of course exercise is good because I don't know, that's a lot of things that you need to focus to do just one movement. And I always say that for me, like I like to go to the gym, for example. So I always say that this is a kind of meditation for me because it's a time that I have to myself and it's only me, my earphones, and that's it. And a bottle of water against the world. So, but I feel the meditation really changed something in my brain because I'm in therapy for I do therapy for a while now. I think that maybe 4 years, I guess. And I think that I only got some, just a second, I only got some insights with meditation now. because I don't know, some topics that I discuss a lot with my therapist for the last years. I think that I only realize actually with meditation, like, I don't know, it's just 10, 15 minutes that I start my day and listen a guided meditation about whatever is the topic. And I'm always like, oh yeah, that's it. And I feel that something's changed for me with that. But about feel protected, I don't know. Uh, I don't know. Something that I do to feel protected.
We need to
I guess
discuss
that
after
living
this.
in a small town is what I do to feel protected.
Nice. I'm gonna try it later. And you, Matheus, what do you think?
Yeah, about this question, I was thinking about, I really don't know exactly how can I answer this, but because when I think about protected, I think about security, to be safe, for example, and I think more like, for example, I live in Rio de Janeiro, and when I need, for example, to go for some place that I don't know, uh, I try to avoid it uh, because I don't know the place, how is the place, what they have there, for example. Uh, but for example, if I think about the something that I try to keep my mind let me see, good. Normally in all days, when I feel uh, unprotected, for example, I try to think about good things, with good ways about the life. Yeah, I really don't know how can I answer exactly. This question was very hard for me to think about, but yeah, I think it is what I have for now.
It was hard for me too, no worries. But sometimes, I'm just kidding, okay, guys. But sometimes when I work out like very heavy, like when I am making, I don't know, desenvolvimento exercise, and I'm lifting more weights than a man, like on my side, I think that okay, I'm stronger than him, so that means that I can beat him if he attacked me. And I am very, very strong. I don't know why, but I am. At least I think I am. So this is something that I feel protected. But of course, it doesn't last long because it's just silly. Okay, let me see. Question number. I like this one. Do you guys think that safety and freedom can exist at the same time? Why or why not? What do you think, Iago?
I don't think so. I'm already think what Mateus said now. That, for example, he avoids to go to some places to be safe. So I think that I, I don't know. I think that everything has a risk. If you, I don't know, go out of your house and go somewhere by foot, something can happen. If you are in a car or in a motorcycle, something can happen. That's life. We can control the things that can happen. Something good, something bad. I don't know, but I, I don't think that safety and freedom necessarily exists in the same environment, I guess, because um, I don't know, maybe if being safe in our minds can be a choice, for example, um, you choose to go a bar that you pay to go in, over a bar on the street that you just sit on a square, for example. If you choose to go to this bar that you pay to enter, and that's a security at the front door, um, maybe in your head you are choosing to be safe, but that's a lot of things to go into that bar involved, you know? You're going through traffic, you entering a car from a person that you don't know. I don't know, whatever can happen. So I don't know. I like to think. I don't like to think about tragedies because I don't know. Sometimes that's what we do. We just think about tragedy, that something really bad will happen. Um, and I don't like to necessarily think about that, even though this kind of thinking can come to my mind with no permission. Um, I don't know. I think that I answered and I didn't answer the question. I don't know what I'm saying no more.
I think that there is no right or wrong for this one, but I think I totally agree with you.
It's too subjective, this question.
Yes, they have so many layers for the discussion. But yes, I don't think that trust and security is that security and safety and freedom are connected. Like, I don't know. I'm not exactly afraid to be free, but I don't feel this freedom feeling like much in my life. This is not common for me, and I never feel this way. Maybe I felt this way when I was a kid, and I was my family's care, and that's it. And it was okay for me to be just dumb, and someone would take care of me, and that's it. That's the feeling of freedom, or I don't know, to express myself maybe. But freedom, I never felt this. I think maybe when I was coming out, then just a moment, like a 1 minute moment, and that's it. And to be safe at the same time, at the same time as to be free, it's a very difficult one, I think. Like walking around and like me, like Ubering everywhere, I think that's not common for me to feel this combo. So I agree with you when you said that it's not related, but I think it's possible sometimes. It depends on the environment, but it's very rare for me. It's a rare feeling. And for you, Mateus, what do you think?
Yeah, I think this question is subject to, as Iago said. But when I think about, I think more about freedom of expression. For example, I don't know one country that we can find freedom and protection. For example, here in Brazil, I think we have, yes, in some state, freedom more than other country in Europe, for example. But we don't have protection, like uh, traffic and other things. And for example, Switzerland is the most country in the world that is safe. But I think I don't know. I think it's not total. For example, if we think about religions or gender, uh, you guys know more than I about it. But yeah, I think today in the world we can't find a place, a country that we can connect these two things, freedom and protect. Uh, and for example, in Brazil, about freedom of expression in the last two elections, politics elections, uh, we basically we can't say what we think about something without other one, I don't know, xingar a gente for example. And yeah, I think it's a complicated theme. And what I think about was it.
I think it's a long journey for us to be totally free, almost
Yeah.
impossible. Because it depends on so many factors, like there's people involved, like human beings, so this is very difficult. I agree with you. Let me see, I think that the number 6 is very similar to this one, so let's jump to the 7. Have you ever sacrificed a sense of security to take a risk? What was the result? Iago.
To take a risk, I think that I never did that. I, I think that I always was too worried about uh, feeling safe, and in this question, I'm thinking more of the sense of safety from violence, from dangerous places. I think that for me is more, this question is more related to that. So I don't think so. Uh, because I don't know. I think that when I see something that can be risky, I just don't give a shot for that because I don't know if I feel that I can trust the person or the place or how things are happening. I I I I I just don't do it on don't go. Um, but yeah, I'm thinking about a situation right now, but I don't know how to explain in English. There was this time that when I went to São Paulo 2 years ago, I think, that me and my friends we were going to uh, Pinacoteca. Yes. And after that, we were going to Sala São Paulo. But in the way to Pinacoteca, we saw that there was a batida policial happening near to Cracolândia, I guess, because we passed through that place and there was a lot of people and a lot of police in the streets, and it was really strange. And then when we came to Pinacoteca, we were really afraid. And then we discovered that there was something that we didn't search before. And then we discovered that Sala São Paulo is really close to Cracolândia, and we were like, no, we are not going anymore. We were like with we had scheduled a guided visitation for that, but we just gave up because of that situation, you know. Maybe if we didn't go through if we didn't pass for the place that we saw a lot of people and a lot of police in the streets, maybe we went to São São Paulo after. But because of that, that's something that we all just gave up. No one was like, oh, but I think that we could go. No, everyone gave up of going there.
This is something that I know a lot about because I used to work at Sala São Paulo and I know that it's very dangerous there. But nowadays, I think this is not exactly new, that there's like, I don't know, 5 years that we have like a boulevard from the subway to connected to Sala São Paulo just for the, I don't know, people to be safe. But I don't know who's going to be safe because it's just like a tiny place and you just don't see what's going on the street, you know. But I don't know, I think it's safe because there's cops there and that's it. But I don't know what you're talking about because it's very creepy there. There's like difficult stuff down there.
That's a place that I still want to go, but I'm still a little bit afraid, even though I know about this passage from the subway to there now. But I still feel that, oh, I don't know if I if I want to go to. But I don't know. I'm going to São Paulo this year. That's something that I am still thinking about it. But I think that São Paulo it's a really beautiful place, and I want to
Yes.
meet in, I don't know, maybe not this year, but someday, I guess.
But the combo Sala São Paulo and Pinacoteca Museum and Museu da Língua Portuguesa, it's a great one. Like it worth the I don't know the risk because it's literally like a passage. So I think it's okay. Not Pinacoteca, but I think that's okay. Okay, and you, Mateus, what do you think?
Yeah, from my side, in all my life, I think I have a risk that I take when I change, for example, a job that I was before CLT, that is some security, and I change for an international PJ job, PJ job. And I think it was a risk for me because it's a PG, but it was something that I grew a lot. I had a good experience. I stayed there for 2 years, and maybe if in the CLT job, I would still be there until now. Maybe I don't know. But yeah, and taking risk is something that today maybe I will not get it for my life because now I have a daughter and think about the professional. For example, I have a dream to live abroad one day, and for example, I don't know if today I will for another country live with my family because I will be how can I say I not be near of my family, the friends. Will be another country with different people. I will need to get new friends and other thing. I will not be family support, for example. And but it's a dream that I have, and maybe in the future I will take this risk for me, but not now because I have a baby. And yeah, it's that I think about it.
Yeah, there's always something that we need to think a lot before taking, I don't know, making a decision, right? But guys, in my case, I'm always taking risks because I'm very impulsive. Like I'm always, I don't know, I always decide something dangerous for my life. My life plans are always very messy. Like I'm changing careers. I dropped out art college just because. So I'm always deciding like in the last minute, and okay, I'll go for it. And it could be a risk, it could be a mistake, but it could be something great, like changing careers. For me, it's great. I'm very happy, but it was a risk because I was like unemployed, and I don't know. This is something that makes me very uncomfortable because of course we know about this, right? Being unemployed is something that it's not exactly cool. And yes, I dream about living in Brazil, like, but being a foreigner is another risk that we need to think about it because it's like a whole new perspective, and we know a lot about being Latin Americans in other countries. So this is something that I would like to think for many years and discuss it with my family and partner. But this is a dream. for me too. But I'm always taking risks, so I think that's very irresponsible for me. But now I'm an adult, so I'm more controlled, and I have someone to decide with me when I want to, I don't know, go for a really risky plan or goal in my life. That's the best part of being almost married, I think. Okay, guys, so I don't think we have time for one more question. I'm going to bring back the other guys. I gave them 5 minutes, but I just close it if I can too, but that's okay, I think. And Mateus, what do you think about the subject since you're new here? And what do you think about the platform? Are you enjoying your time here?
Sorry, my daughter crying here. I don't understand. Could you repeat?
If you enjoy the subject and the platform, and what do you think about this immersion?
Okay. Yeah, it was good for me. I like it. It's good to. Oh my God. Um momento, peraí, filha. Aqui, vem cá, rapidinho. And how can I say? Yeah, talk every time, for example, I think it will help me. And yeah, I think it's that.
Love the bonus participation. Thank you, Mateus. And hello, guys. Hello, guys from the other room. How was the conversation? Oh my god! Cute! Love it! What's her name?
Diana.
Diana. Hi, Diana.
Vamos contigo, filha lá.
How old is she?
Ela tá me vendo ali. She has 1 year, 9 months.
Wow, beautiful. Congrats.
Thank you.
Lovely. Love the participation. Just light up my night. Hello, Pedro. How was the conversation in the other room?
So it was very interesting because when we are talking about security, we just start like talking about crimes and things like that, thieves. But when we explore the other questions, like I can perceive like the how security could feel like in other aspects of our life. And I really like the questions. I believe like Christiane and Erica also liked. And we can share like different points of view. Uh, like we finished like, with the question about like I believe it's number 9 about like the idea like how we can react about the ideas like trespassing security of other ones, and that's very interesting because like it's important like how we can react and how we can understand like the limits of the other one about security and the things like that. Very interesting. Thanks, Luis.
Thank you. And that's nice because we have some different layers in the subject, right? It could be physical safety, it could be financial, it could be of expression. So that's nice. Thanks. And for you, Erika, how was the conversation?
The conversation was amazing. Thank you, Pedro and Chris. For me, it's always important to know another perspective about one topic and to explore another point of view. You can think more another thing that you didn't have think before. So for me, it's our pleasure to be here in Talk and Talk. Thank you.
Thank you, Erika, for participating in this immersion. And Chris, go ahead.
Good conversation. I like it to hear more about the point of view Pedro and Erica. It's a really good conversation.
Nice, thanks, Chris. Iago, your perspective, what do you think?
Yeah, it was a really nice topic. I think that I struggle a little bit with the vocabulary to say the things that I wanted to say, I guess.
Same here,
But
same.
it was really nice to. That's something that I never thought about it. I think not even in Portuguese. So it was a really nice topic and really nice conversation with you and Matheus.
That's because you're living the dream, living in a small city, feeling safe all the time. This is a different
Yes, I
reality.
don't need to worry a lot.
Okay, nice guys. It was challenging for me, the vocabulary to explain the feeling. I don't know, it's so different. So there's so many perspectives in this one subject. So it was a challenge for me, but I love it. Thank you for engaging in this conversation, for participating in this immersion. Guys, see you guys in next immersions. Thank you and have a great week.